Hi, this is part two of the sub-assembly for the shaft support. And so far we've got done is our two screws. And this time we're going to do the base plate. So here's our base plate. We're going to start out creating this side profile. And then we're going to put all our holes and our threads in. So again, everything is in inches. So I'm going to come in here and see if we got two screws. I'm going to go ahead and turn those off so then we don't get them mixed up. And let's go ahead and create a sketch right there. And yeah, we'll go ahead and say yes. All right, so let's create the basic shape. Okay, we've kind of done this shape before. All right, bring it down. Okay, I'm gonna bring it a little further down, over, up. Okay, let's bring this over, right, about right there, and there. Okay, now it all should be squared up, but I notice this is not. So let's go ahead and do the perpendicular and click that. Yep, only got this one not that way either. There we go. Check the shape. Yep, we got it. Okay, so their overall length is 7 inches. So let's put that in there. So we go from this side to that side, straight up. Yeah, I made it small, so it's going to get really big. Okay, and that's okay. Okay, real big because I made it real small. All right, but we'll fix it. All right, the length on this one is 1 inch, 1 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to hit this edge. Okay, how do you do that kind of fractions is 1 space 1/2. Okay. So that's my height there. Okay, and we notice it says typically that this whole thing is a 1/2 inch thick. So let's go ahead and make this a 1/2 inch, 1/2. So the other side. Okay, we know the bottom piece here is also a 1/2 inch. So this line right here, this huge line, is only a 1/2 inch. Okay. And this right here is also a 1/2 inch. Okay. And I got one more dimension here, which is the height of the whole thing, which is 1 inch, 2.5 inches. Okay. Now, notice how mine's kind of messed up here. So I'm going to bring that down, just like that. Okay. So let's dimension it. This upper corner to this bottom corner. And we said it was 2.5 inches. So 2 space 1/2. So there's our side profile. Okay, finish. Let's go that direction. Okay. Now I've noticed that this circle's right here in the middle. Everything is pretty well centered. So what I'm going to do different, okay, we're going to extrude it out 3 inches. But I want it to be even. So I'm going to do the extrude. I'm coming over here to the one side, change it over to symmetry, and let's make sure it's the whole length. And we're going to say 3. Let's come down here to distance, and 3. All right. Okay. let's go ahead and deal with these holes right here. Okay, we're gonna have to do it in two separate settings because there are two different angles. Okay, all right, so we know that all four holes has a diameter of 1/2 inch. Okay, so let's do this one here first. Create a sketch, and let's create two circles. That is 1/2 inch. And let's create another one. Straight over. 1/2 inch. Okay. Coordinating this from the center down to the bottom is a 1/2 inch. Okay, so dimension right in the center here and down here is a 1/2 inch. And we could do the same thing for this one. Here to here, 1 or 1/2 inch, 1/2. All right. Other dimensions that this one is 3/4 of an inch from the left edge. So this one and this corner is 3/4. And these two circles is 1.5 inches space. So we're going to hit center point on this one, center point on this one, bring it down, 1 space 1/2, 1.5 inches. So that's finished these screws, okay, or these holes. And we're going to select those two circles. Okay, and the distance, we're going to say -0.5. And it should cut through all the way. It does. All right. So that's here. These two, we got to do the same thing on top. Okay, so we're going to create this top one. Create a sketch. Okay, remember the circles are 1/2 inch. So we're going to click here, 1/2 inch, 1.1/2. Same thing again. Here, 1/2. Again, they are 1/2 inch from the top edge. So dimension, center, top line, 1/2 inch. Do the same thing here. Point, top line, over 1/2. This one is 3/4 of an inch from the side. So 3/4. And this center points are 2.5. Double check. Nope, 1.5. Would have been wrong. 1 space 1/2. We're going to go ahead and finish that. Okay. Extrude. Hit that. Hit that. -0.5. All right. So that takes care of those two. And we just have this base. Okay. So this one we got 3 circles. Okay. Now these two have threads in them. This is just an open thread. Okay. So we're going to create the 3 circles and then we're going to do the threads. All right. So let's click on the top part there. Create sketch. Bring it over. Okay. I want this to make sure it's in the center. So I got my center point right there. And I'm going to just bring it over. I'm going to make sure it's on that blue line. Let me do this so you can see that blue line a little better. Here's my point there. I'm going to bring it over. So make sure it's still on that blue point. Let's bring it up. Okay, same thing with these two. There's one here and one there. Okay. I know this one is 3/8. This one is 3/8. And the circle in the middle is 1 3/4. Okay, so at the end here, 1 space 3/4. Now we got to put them in the right placement. Okay, so this has that center here. Okay, so this is the exact center. Okay, 1/2 of 7. So I'm going to do dimension. Hit the center. You can hit either edge, doesn't matter. Hit this one, bring it down. And so what is 1/2 of 7? 3.5. Okay, so there's 1/2. We notice that each of these circles are 1 3/4 from the center circle. So I'm going to hit this circle and that center point. 1 space 3/4. Same thing on the other side. Okay, 1/3. 1 space 3/4. Or you could type 1.75. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and finish sketch. Let me go back into the shaded. Okay. We're going to hit all 3 circles and go -0.5, just to make sure we cut all the way through. Now these 2 small holes have threads. Okay. So I'm going to go to create, and then I'm going to go to threads. Okay, I'm going to pick up that hole. Okay, now you can see I can only do 1 hole at a time. Okay, so we're going to come down. Again, we're going to do the right threads. And again, how I know that is because of this call out right here. This time it's a 2B. So let's change this to a 2B. 2B. Yep. All right, so we say, okay. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, create threads. Change it down to 3/8, 24. 2B. And if you want to model it, model it. So you can see the difference here. Okay. All right. Let's save this. Well, let's do this. Let's create this component. So you're going to right click, create the component from body, and let's rename this to the base plate. Okay. Base plate. Okay. And save. Okay. So that's our 3rd component. Again, you have any problems, let me know. And I will see you in the next video.